everyone. It's my pleasure to be able to present this flash talk to you today. My name is Pearly Wong. I'm from the Department of Anthropology and the Nelson Institute for Environmental Studies. And my purpose of this presentation is to tell you a little bit about my research, emphasizing its relationship with planetary health. I see my main contribution here as providing a more nuanced understanding of planetary health and sustainability by looking at a very specific context of a community that I work with in semi-rural Kathmandu Valley, Nepal. So this is a Google Map view of the place I work in. The name is Dachinkali, and it is surrounded by a red color border in this map. The blue color icon is the city center of Kathmandu. So Dachinkali is located 20 kilometers away southwest from Kathmandu, up in the hills. You can see that there is still quite a lot of forest areas within the red color boundary. So this is just to show some pictures of my field sites. You can see farmland on the upper left, the marketplace at your right hand side, and the local municipality office at the bottom left. So there is a truck collecting garbage from the town every few days to be sent to landfill. So when speaking about planetary health, we are talking about making linkages between human and environmental health, and to recognize the different planetary boundaries. For people in Dachinkali, these different health are never really separate in the first place. Rather, almost all issues people care about show some sorts of linkages between human and environmental health, and they have a potentially much wider conception of health. For example, this community is heavily affected by changing climate. Everyone talks about the delayed monsoon, the reducing rainfall, which affect crop and livelihood. So in 2019 summer, the monsoon was late, but when it started, it poured non-stop for 3 whole days. I have never seen anything like that in my life. There was flooding and a lot of landslides, costing people's lives and properties. But people do not use the language of climate change when talking about this. Farmers are in constant dilemma about the usage of fertilizer and hybrid seeds. They know that those things are bad for them, bad for the soil, and produce low-quality products. People had lamented about how food grown from hybrid seeds are not tasty and not nutritious and cross-contaminate local seeds. But the alternative is to have very little productivity on a land, fertility of which has already been compromised by fertilizer usage over the years. On top of this, volatile market prices give farmers anxiety even when their productivity is good. And this precarity pushes people to pursue even more intense cultivation or outmigration. Outmigration in Nepal is really happening in a big scale, causing farmlands to be undermanaged, thereby having more erosion and degradation of soil conditions. It also leads to food security issue as it perpetuates reliance on less nutritious market products, only purchasable by cash, and produce more solid waste problem. And since agricultural activities are decreasing and the youth are leaving, there is a lack of ways to socially and culturally reproduce the community. As the main festivals are surrounding the agricultural calendar, and people used to work together using labor exchange on their land as a community, and that has been very important in ensuring the community cohesiveness. But now there is a lack of young people working and staying for the welfare of the community. So planetary health in Dachinkali is about climate, soil health, nutrition and seeds, livelihood, and also about community, right? And underlying community, nutrition and seeds, livelihood is really the issues of outmigrations, the issues of market prices. And outmigration and market prices are affected by national policies and global economy. So my conclusion is that ultimately, planetary health cannot be discussed separately from the context of people's life. It cannot benefit from conceptual separation of important terms such as health, economy, equality, etc. And it cannot be achieved only using a technical or scientific approach. So to talk about planetary health is to talk about changing the system using bottom-up knowledge and experiences. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the presentation.